Hey everyone, so I'm just going to tell you a bit about what we've been through since I started and just what this year really consists of. So the way it works for us is that it's broken down into 3 rotations. We've got GP, general practice, surgery and just medicine. So I started off on GP and I have to say I regret not filming just my experience going through that initially, because that's easily been the best rotation I've had at medical school. So what happened was, literally we get in there first week's induction week, so we get our passwords, we get logged in, we get familiar with everyone, say hi to everybody, all that good stuff. But then from the second week on, we get assigned to our tutors, and then we get given our rooms, and we just get to see our own patients. So the patients will come in and then they'll see us. We will take a history from them, do an examination if needed. And then what we normally do is call the doctor to come in with us. We'll speak to the doctor, tell the doctor what the history we've taken, what we think's going on, and what we think we should do from then on. So instantly already, you're placed in the driver's seat and you just feel already like, wow, this jump from medical student to doctor. And just thinking that that's going to be me in a few months' time, it was a great experience. So yeah, so you do that with the patient. They'll come in, you speak to the GP, you tell the GP, oh, this is patient X, Y, and Z. They've got A, B, C, and then you'd say, well, hopefully the GP agrees with you what they've got. Sometimes they don't, and you just kind of look like a bit of a fool. But that's all. It's learning. It's all learning. It's all good. Better to look like a fool now. Later. But yeah, and then what they do is then you speak to the GP, you tell the GP what you think the patient needs in terms of management. So that can be physical management like physiotherapy, or any sort of investigations they might need, or medications they will need as well. And the GP will sign it off, do that. The patient will go back. And one of the best things, I know it might sound really small to you guys, one of the most amazing things for me was knowing that when the first time the GP said, oh, could you sign in this, could you get this patient to come back and see you? And I was kind of there like, who am I? But then, so you see a patient, and then you get really familiar with them, because you see the patient, you know their history, you know what they're going through, and then you tell them to come back in a week, 2 weeks time to see you again. And that was it was really good. You really felt like you was part of the team, you felt you were contributing to the team. And yeah, so GP was amazing, best rotation. And another big thing that happened during that whole time was something called the SJT. So for those of you who don't know, the SJT stands for Situational Judgment Test. And I just don't even know where to begin with the SJT. For this exam, firstly, it's the biggest exam of med school. It's worth more than all your other exams, all the other years combined. And it kind of determines where you're going to get placed in the UK. So the better you do, you get, and then you get your choices. You get the better you do, the better chance you have of getting the choice you want. So we're all preparing for this SJT. And the thing about this SJT, it's not even an exam you can really prepare for in the traditional sense. You can't cram for it. No one really knows what the right or wrong answers are. People debate. And the way it works is, you have for each question, you read like a paragraph that tell you a scenario about what's going on. It's normally based on you being an F1, a foundation year doctor. And then you get given 5 options of things to do. So it might be something like, oh, you're an F1 on the ward, and then suddenly your friend comes in and your friend is smelling of alcohol and he's like on fire or something. And then, yeah, it's not that extreme, but you get the drift. And then you have 5 options of what to do. And you have to list them in terms of importance. So you put down the most important thing and the most urgent thing to do first, all the way down to the bottom. Some of them are quite easy, some of them just totally not. Here's the thing about medical students as well. You have 2 types of medical students. You have the types that after every exam, they become phantoms, they're ghosts. I like to think I'm one of those people, I just want to go home, just forget about the exam, because my logic is, what's the point of sitting there and debating the questions, Googling the answers, trying to think of everything it is when it won't change the outcome anymore. And then, as you could probably guess, the second time medical students are people that like to just go through everything, make sure they're right, talk to you, oh, what did you get for number 3? What did you get for number 4? What did you get for 4C? All of that. And yeah, so, and you can't even do that in this exam because no one really knows the answer. So we're all just kind of sat here now waiting for these results and just praying and hoping that they come out okay, because it kind of determines where we'll be placed for the next 2 years once we start being our foundation training. So yeah, that was fun. So that was all done. And now, so then that was the first rotation. The first rotation's about 2 months long, and then we had our Christmas holidays, and now I've started my surgical rotation. The first thing about surgery is that it was kind of weird being thrown back into being that medical student. You're just back on the wards again. At times you kind of just feel like you're a bit in the way, because especially when things are really hectic, everyone's rushing around, you don't really want to just be there in the way. But it kind of feels like that at times. Just want to thank you for watching this video today, and I'm going to be doing more videos like this now, just taking you through kind of a day in the life of a medical student, just to kind of give you an idea of what it's like to be a medical student, what it's like to be a final year medical student. But of course, been through all of it. Drop a comment below if you have any questions at all, and I'll be more than happy to answer those. But as always, I hope you have a fantastic day. Catch you later.